Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some more Chandelure in the Master Premier Cup because a few of you are asking would I continue to use this, and absolutely. It's just really fun to use. Winning with this is amazing. When shields are down and you have a bit of energy, you can really go to town with this thing with the coverage that you do have. And you're going to see some amazing ends with Chandelure. Just pulling off the win at the very end when shields are down, getting off a Grass Knot or a Shadow Ball or whatever it is onto a Pokemon. And it's just very satisfying. We're also going to be going 5-0 with the Chandelure team, folks. And another thing, before we get into the commentary, I just want to do my little talking in the beginning here. We were playing kind of not the best. We were going, 2-3, 2-3, and then we went 4-1 and then 5-0. During the 5-0 set, I was able to gain 87 points. Pretty insane. I think that's the most points I've gained in one sitting for Season 3 ever. So we know that the point system for Season 3 is very slow moving, going down as well as up. But for that, it was pretty interesting. So we have the Swampert out here. I just want to highlight this. This is amazing. So we basically capped our energy there. We're going to be going for this energy ball here. And they're going to be shielding it up, getting to another energy ball. And this is going to KO. This happened quite a few times at the end with the Chandelure. It's just really good up against some of the meta that we do currently have going around here, the Metagross. Togekiss, you're going to be able to resist the charm. Although Chandelure is so squishy, it is starting to chunk away still. But you're going to see the matchups and how it is going to work. But back on to what I was talking about, losing a bunch of points and then it just threw a bunch at me as I was gaining them. I don't know if that's normal, if you guys have experienced that yourself. But if I do go for another like 4-1 or 5-0, man, I'm just going to shoot right back up as if nothing ever happened. And I feel like I can just play around with this. But if I keep doing it like this, I'm not going to be able to get to rank 10. Am I trying to get to rank 10? Honestly, at this point, I'm not. And I'm not even going to complain about anything that's happening. It's just simply all on me. I'm testing out things and having fun. It's just, the way it is. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I'm happy I was able to get it last season. And then we'll probably maybe focus more on Season 4. But anyways, we are up against the Snorlax with our Togekiss here. We're going for that Ancient Power, getting a shield out of them. The last shield, and able to take them down too. Fantastic. And we have the Swampert here. So this is where I messed up. I should have swapped immediately. I think I was trying to. All right, we're going to let it go down. Never mind. This is fantastic. They're using their energy here. Because the charm was just digging into them like crazy. So are we going to be able to get to an energy ball? That is the question. Shielding up this Hydro here. Can we do it? And we do. Fantastic. Another win at the end with Chandelure taking it with energy ball. Let's go. All right. Moving it on to the next battle here. We'll look at that 5-0 at the very end. Of course, it's not going to be like so far off because this video is only going to be 17 minutes. I just wanted to take a look at the 4-1 run first. So going up against Electivire now. All right, you're going to see this is the one where I tried to swap. So Electivire is no joke. It hits very hard. It's not the tankiest thing around. As a matter of fact, it really can't take a hit. Hitting me with another Wild Charge. Expecting that swap. We're going to go ahead and go right into our Togekiss up against the Gyarados with Waterfall. It's going to have a better matchup up against the Togekiss with that Waterfall as opposed to the Dragon Breath, of course. They hit me with an Aqua Tail, which is going to be the Community Day move, giving it a lot better matchup up against us, as you can see here, as opposed to before. That would have been an easy win for the Togekiss. But it's no problem. We didn't shield up, and we wanted it to go down. They're going to be bringing in Mamoswine here, and we're going to go for the Superpower. I don't know about this one. That thing has got a lot of energy. They let it go through. All right, so what should we do? I was expecting maybe a Bulldoze, so unfortunately they hit me with an Avalanche. We wasted our shield. In comes Electivire. And this is not going to be looking good here. So they're going to be taking the win, and it happens. Yeah, you just can't simply win them all. Very nice win with the Electivire there. Into the next match, and we're met with a Swampert. Now, something that I did notice as I was dropping in rank here, testing out Pokemon, around, I'd say, 2,200 or 2,300 or so, the meta kind of shifts. It changes a little bit, and it's very interesting. I started to see a lot more Swampert as opposed to around 2,600 points for the GBL. So, yeah, I liked it. And we're just going to stay in this fight here. I like this matchup. We can take 2 Hydro Cannons. At this point, we're going to go ahead and shield. The quick move is not really doing much damage, so they're going to be kind of forced to use 2 shields on their Swampert if they do want to survive with that little health, so they can have the switch advantage, but they're deciding to let it go down. And we're going to be able to maintain switch advantage here, going in with the Chandelure, of course, expecting them to swap. Looks like they're staying in here, and they have built up a bunch of energy. We're going to go ahead and swap into our own Togekiss here. Now, here's the plan. Go for Ancient Power and hope they use a shield for some reason. They really do not need to do that. But unfortunately, if they do let it go through, which they are, in comes Metagross, farming me a little bit. They still have 1 shield. We're going to immediately go for this here. And I hope that we can farm down. I think we can just, yeah, I think we can just Fire Spin it down. I don't think it's going to be able to make it to another Meteor Mash here. And, oh, they just went straight Earthquake. They knew they couldn't make it. So we're going to be able to take the win there. Fantastic. Chandelure pulling the win. Now, I was using Hex for a while. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like Hex at all. It is calling for it on PV Poke, which it's not, you know, horrible or anything. But for this current meta, all this Steel, I like it. I personally just like Fire Spin, right? It sounded like I said I like Hex. Fire Spin, I just feel is just more comfortable for me, honestly. So that's what I'm going to be going with personally. So we're up against the Dragonite here, and hitting us with Hurricane, as expected. That's perfectly fine. And what are they going to be going back into the battle with? It's going to be their own Togekiss. We're going to be able to hit this Ancient Power before they do take us out, which is going to do a nice chunk. Fantastic. Alright, so what am I going to go back into this fight with here? I think Chandelure and do a little bit of farming. See, now you got to take a look at this here. It's starting to chunk, and I realized, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, I've done this fight before, but I was like, you know, let's go ahead and swap into Snorlax with all that built up energy. Put the pressure onto the Togekiss here. In comes the Swampert with all of its energy. And we're just going to go ahead and let it go through. They hit us with an Earthquake. And they're getting off their energy here right before we're able to get off the Body Slam. We are not going to use our shield. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and get off this energy ball before we do cap out our energy and waste a few quick moves here. They are using that shield. We're going to go ahead and use our shield, and at this point, I think just farm it down with quick moves. Can we do it? Yes, and then we're going to hit the Togekiss with a Shadow Ball and Chandelure again, folks. Taking the win at the end. Chandelure taking the win at the end. Let's get it. Alright. Alright, so there's your 4-1, and then we'll hop into the 5-0 here. So like I said, my score's been going down. I mean, whatever. If I don't get to rank 10, it is what it is. Honestly, I know a few seasons back, or last season, I was stressing it, like, the algorithm, they're following me. But this season, I don't care. Alright. We figured out a few different tricks, alright, that I still keep secret. So up against the Metagross here. Okay. This is, you know, it's a good matchup for us. You know, Meteor Mash is still going to hurt, though. Getting ready for a swap. We do not want our Togekiss to go up against that. We do have the Chandelure, which can handle it, so hopefully we get a swap here, but it really doesn't matter at this point because, well, they're pretty much KO'd. And they're letting it go through, licking it down. Oh, no, they made a swap. They locked themselves in there, and I'm going to give you a little tip, folks. Don't do that to yourself. Don't lock yourself like that. If your Pokemon has like a sliver of health, just let it get farmed down so you can pick and choose what you can go in with if you have a bad matchup. Since the Garchomp is up against the Togekiss, I mean, you could have made a different choice, but now you're locked there. So, just a little heads up. It doesn't matter. Let them farm that inch of health, right? Unless it's a Swampert, right? Okay, so up against a Togekiss here, right? Alright, so getting that through, and we're going to go ahead and swap into Chandelure. We're holding on to 1 shield. We're not looking the best here. Very interested on how I'm actually going to pull this off. Like I said, there's like the battle me, and then there's the commentary me. Alright, so we're going to try to get the shield out of them. Of course, this is not very effective. I still would have done a lot of damage. They are taking us down here. Not in the best position at all. Going to be going for the Body Slam onto the Togekiss. This is going to not KO. Oh, wow. Alright, so how's this going to work? Go back in with my Togekiss. I take the win. Beautiful. Oh, I thought there was another Pokemon. My gosh. Alright, look up. Pay attention. Now we have the Swampert again. Like I said, around the 2300 range for your ELO. Yeah, it just kept running into these Swamperts. So, I'm going to go ahead and take that first one here. Perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, we'll take another one. It doesn't really matter. Because the quick moves just do so little damage to me that I'm able to actually just continue to put on the pressure with the lick as well as another Body Slam here. If they want to use 2 shields, by all means, be my guest. All right, but I don't think a lot of people want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up like we've seen before, and we will be able to survive those quick moves, no problem. And we're able to get to another body slam, and they should let this go here. There would be no real need to shield that up, right? So they go in with a Gyarados, and that's perfect. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Togekiss, and they even have Dragon Breath. So we're going to be able to just take these Aqua Tails, no problem, and not have to worry about the quick move damage because it's literally doing nothing. They're swapping into Togekiss. They don't like that situation. We're going into that beautiful Chandelure here. Can't wait for the shiny. Can't wait for its Community Day. Will it get Community Day? I've seen a lot of you asking that question, and I'm going to say I would say 100% it's going to get a Community Day, right? Don't know when, don't know how, but for sure. It's not a baby Pokemon, and it also has 3 stages, as well as it's just a viable Pokemon for its charge moves. Don't really have anything useful for it. It's just like big, hardy hitting moves. You have Energy Ball, I suppose, but you know, it needs a little something else, maybe a different quick move potentially. So we have the Gyarados in here hitting us with the Aqua Tail. No more shields on either end, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Charm. Fantastic. On to the next battle here. See what we have going on. Met with a Metagross. So this is looking great here. We're just going to stick this one out. Not even getting ready for a swap because, you know, we'll just do that if we need to. Just going to hold on to our health here by shielding this up. And, I mean, sometimes I like going for superpower. I think when I go for that, it's when I kind of don't really want them to farm that extra on me. Therefore, I'm able to lower my defense and they take me out quicker and less farm. So we're able to take out that Metagross. Fantastic. We have plenty of energy. We're going to be able to get to another Body Slam. Going for the first one here. Putting on the pressure for that Togekiss. And these are starting to add up, especially with the Shadow Snorlax. Doing extra damage here. We do have the Chandelure back there. And they're going to be able to charm us all the way down, which is fine. Now, what are we going to do? Go in here with our own Togekiss since we did take out the Metagross. That's fantastic. Now, they quit. All right, so they back out immediately. So what I could have done, though, just charm it all the way down. But what I would have to do is take one Hydro Cannon and then maybe hopefully catch one with the Chandelure. And then just go ahead and just charm all the way down. Simple as that. And then hit my Ancient Power. Anyways, up against another Swampert here. What I tell you guys, these things are just flying all over the place around this score range. So they're going to be swapping while gaining a bunch of energy. We're going to go right into our Chandelure. Beautiful. So if you have a locked in Metagross like this, immediately swap into my Chandelure. Looking great. We're going to be able to take that Meteor Mash. Going to be going for the Grass Knot here to take them out. If they let it go through, it's not going to be quite taking them out. We survived barely, which isn't good because now the Swampert's going to be able to farm us ever so slightly, but it doesn't really take much for Swampert to gain a bunch of energy. So that's still not good. In comes the Togekiss here. We're going to go ahead and shield up this first Hydro Cannon. That's fine. Maybe it was going to be a Sludge Wave. Now, just crossing my fingers, this isn't a Sludge Wave. Another Hydro Cannon. Fantastic. They're swapping into their own Togekiss here. They still have 2 shields. Going into our Snorlax and going for the Body Slam. We have a bunch of energy build up here. We're not going to be losing this 5-0. No, not today. This doesn't look the best, but also not the worst. They still have 2 shields. We're using our very last shield here to preserve our health. And we're just going to continue on building up to 2 Body Slams in case they do want to shield this one up here. We're just going to go for another one immediately. Fantastic. They're going for it. And we're going to be able to get through that Togekiss right here, right now with this Snorlax. Body slamming it down all the way to town. In comes the Swampert. And yeah, this is obviously going to take us out. But going in with the Togekiss and they back out. I swear, for a second, I thought they had another Hydro Cannon. I was like, there's no freaking way. But they quit. With 1 HP. Alright, on to the next battle. You guessed it, another Metagross. Let's get it. They're going to be swapping while gaining a bit of energy. And we make an immediate swap ourselves into our Togekiss. And this is fine. They do have Waterfall, so I'm not going to say not the best because it doesn't really matter. I still feel comfortable. Dragon Breath, Waterfall, whatever. But yeah, not the best. Right? Maybe. So we're not using shields. Fine. Let it, take us down. That's fine. What we're going to do here is go in and farm with the Snorlax. All right. Any bit of energy I can get on this thing is going to help. So they're going in with the Togekiss. As soon as I saw that, that put a smile on my face. Because the Chandelure is going to be good now up against both the Togekiss and the Metagross here. So we're great. All we had to do is get shields here and just do as much damage. We have 2 shields still. How is this going to work? Well, let's see. going for that body slam, taking them out, swapping, and they realize they're like, nah, there's no way. I mean, he got 2 shields. You got me. And then the sky turns dark. Love it. Alrighty, on to the next battle here. Met with a Gyarados up against our Snorlax. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I really like this battle here. So we're going to go ahead and let this Aqua Tail go through, or it's going to be a Crunch, doing a little bit more damage than the Aqua Tail, but still not too threatening here, because the quick move is really, you know, it adds up, it really does, but we're still comfortable. We're going to be able to put on the pressure with these body slams. They're not using 1 shield, neither are we, and we are able to get to a body slam. That's actually very good for us here. So we're obviously going to go Togekiss. They're going to make a swap maybe into Metagross, and we're going to go right into Chandelure. Let's see how this plays out. Into Metagross, into Chandelure, and let's take the win, folks. Let's get it. All right, so we're going to be shielding this up. Yeah, it's not very effective, but there is no reason to let it go through right now. All right, because very glassy over here. All right, we're getting a shield with the energy ball. Great. So I think shield this up and then farm down, right? And then go for energy ball, make them, you know, burn their last shield, and then our last Pokemon will be in the clear to take them out. Well, I mean, we have what, Togekiss? It doesn't matter. We just charm them down. Then we swap and catch it. Oh, it's going to be a Hurricane, but we still won. GG's. GG's, very GG's. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go. So there is the 5 wins. Yes, the next Porygon Community Day was announced and all the details, but it's not until the 20th. There's no need to rush into it. I have my tips for you guys, which I'll be bringing you. So there you have it. Chandelure is looking great. Oh, Poke, but you're not high up on the point system. That's why you were able to pull the 5 wins. It's all good. We still got it. Anyways, thanks for watching, trainers, and look at that gain. Insane. Take care.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can see it all. Divine, if I could, it'd all be grey. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Not so bad.